As you are probably starting to notice by the heavy hitters coming out, none heavier than All the King's Men. A version of a story which has been adapted before in Oscar-winning form, I think in 1949, the original All the King's Men, which won, if I'm not reading this wrongly, won the Oscar for Best Actor for a Leading Role, Best Actor for a Supporting Role, and Best Picture, and nominated for several others. So this time, it's okay, you know, it's a political story. I'm not going to do a plot synopsis, there's just no point. It's a political story about a politician and a journalist climbing their way up the greasy pole and discovering that power is a corrupting thing, starring Sean Penn, Jude Law, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Good list.
Kate Winslet. I mean, you know, Mark Ruffalo, who I like, although he's very, very underused, but primarily fulfilling that great law of Oscar performances, which is, in order to get an Oscar, you need to A, talk in a funny accent, and B, shout. Then when he gets up on stage to make his political speeches, because this isn't in the clip, I'll do it, he goes, and I'm sitting there going, hey, sorry? What? And then he does this fantastic speech in which he is literally saying, only a hick can look after a hick, and only a hick knows what a hick knows, and a hick knows, and you think, oh, it's his barnyard. Somebody's going to come in with a banjo and one eye in the middle of their forehead and go ding 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 ding. I mean, it is people screaming out for awards. It's directed by Steve Zalian, who wrote the screenplay for Schindler's List, and it's boring. Just
is it as boring as that clip that we chose?
It is. I mean, because here's the problem. It's either at that level, which is, you know, long pauses, long pauses, long pauses, and more long pauses. Or it's at the level of everyone doing that because we understand that those Oscar voters in Tennessee cannot hear if we don't shout at that volume. And the funniest thing about it is everyone does that accent, except for Anthony Hopkins, who does Welsh. Excellent. I mean, it's a bit American. It's a little bit American at the beginning. I think the first time you see him, he says something like, howdy do, and then he just goes, well, I can't do Welsh, I can't do Anthony Hopkins doing it. But it's, you know, you sit there and think, well, great talent on screen, everything's very nicely shot, Steve Zalian series. And then you wake up and, oh, they're a little bit more corrupt, it's going on, he's going back and then you wake up and you're starting to get, I mean, this version runs to 140 minutes. Apparently 11 minutes was cut out of it. I mean, there was a longer version that they showed to somebody, and somebody said, you know, not only can I not understand what they're saying, but you know what? It's a bit long. So